JetBoaters.net exclusive. This is the Yamaha E-Series 242X, the latest in the lineup of Yamaha jet boats. Yamaha JetBoaters.net got the opportunity to drive, crawl all over, take tons of photos, and bring this preview of the 242X. In this review, I'm going to cover the E-Series 242X in detail. I won't, however, discuss what makes an E-Series boat. See JetBoaters.net forum posts for the details between E-Series and non-E-Series boats. Let's start at the helm with Yamaha's drive-by-wire and connect system. I really loved these features. Yamaha's new drive-by-wire system with twin chrome throttles is really amazing. Until you try it, you won't really get the feel for what it's like, but I can tell you, you can dial in any RPM smoothly and easily. The throttle controls also control the gate controls via servo motors. The servo motors I'll show you a picture of in a bit. Yamaha Connects now has a sync button. They call it single lever. And if you push that, it goes red. And now you can control the throttles with one lever or both, and it automatically syncs the RPMs on both engines. So we've got one lever right now being pushed forward, and both engines are running exactly the same speed. Alright, so this is the drive-by-wire system on the new Yamaha. Initially I was wondering, what the value is, but I'm used to when I'm driving my Yamaha, I have to grab these handles and really use some fairly decent pressure to throttle up. I can drive this boat now with one finger for two reasons. One, because there is a single lever control set, so one lever controls both engines, and if I push this forward now with one finger, it's now in drive, and if I continue pushing that forward now with one finger, I can do it with my pinky finger. This boat will throttle up. One finger, throttle back. It really is a pretty amazing feel to do that. I was just driving while we wake surfed, and literally that's really all I was doing, was putting it into drive like that. Because of the new the new speed controls, all you need to do is just put it forward, and then you can actually look in the mirror and watch your riders. It's awesome. What you're looking at here is a shot behind the helm. That black box covers the servo motors that control the gate controls for the drive-by-wire system. Yamaha Connects has now integrated a drive control system that you can set and personalize. Press the drive control and you can see you've got a target speed, acceleration, and then you've obviously got ballast controls in the X model that has ballast. So we're set now for a wake surf. You can see that we've got only one side ballast. On the starboard side you can see the little blue bar that indicates that that's set. You press that modal and you can see that it says throttle up to engage, and now all you need to do is throttle up all the way and the boat takes over. So the throttles are engaged and the boat is now driving. Again, 9 miles an hour, this is a medium acceleration.
And it's on single lever still.
And still on single lever, yeah.
Ready?
Yep. So we're set now for fast acceleration, 9 mile an hour target speed, and you'll see that the boat actually, as soon as you throttle up, it takes over control as soon as you've done full throttle. So watch his hand, he's going to take his hand off it after he's throttled up. Go. new push button starts, there's a key down below and 2 push buttons. Just press the button, off we go. The 242X has 3 ballast bags, all controlled by pumps inside the engine compartment. There's an intake on the bottom of the boat, pulls water in through that intake and exits through the same intake. So the only drawback to that is you can't be adding water to one bag while removing water from another. You have to do all in or one out, or one in and one out. But not, you can't mix, so they're either going to be coming in or going out. But very nicely done, nice and clean install, and of course it's all integrated into the K'NEX touchscreen. Pump through the lower hull into 3 pumps inside. 2 on the starboard, 1 on the port. Hose runs around the inside, back through. So,
showing how that works. No ballast.
Full touch screen. You can also control it from the joystick as well. And again, you got 6 profiles you can set.
5.
5 profiles. 5 profiles with the set button. Yep.
Speed.
Doing it from the K'NEX button.
Go from home, the settings, push the wrench.
And the maintenance in between is indicating what? 71 hours remain till the next oil change or next maintenance interval?
Maintenance interval.
Okay.
According to the owner's manual. You want me to?
I got a video going right now. So the tow point is actually under the bimini here. You notice that you can reach it while standing in the cockpit, and because the bimini goes high at the back, there's plenty of clearance here between between where the tow point. I'm level now with the camera. If you look at this, basically you've probably got at the back here 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet between an inline level with the tow point to the top of the bimini. So again, this is the line hooked up, and you can see, back to a normal position, wakeboarding way behind the boat. You've got tons of air here. There's no way, and they actually had professional wakeboarders try to hit the bimini and they couldn't. You'd have to be, skyscraper. New integrated wakeboard racks. They've got a fat top one, a thinner lower one, so you can get a kneeboard or a surfboard on top.
All that.
And also swings in. Get it out of the way. Let's say you're going through a lock or something, or tying up to other boats. Get it out of the way.
It's just easier to get the board.
Yep. Also easy to get the board out. Putting the board back in, you can swing the rack in, slot it in there, pull your straps up, and then really simply swing it back out. And there's a pin that goes in, locked, you're done. The bimini on this boat is huge. It extends over the rear of the seats in the back and just over the windshield in the front. So you get major shade underneath this, and it's just really sturdy and nicely done. It's one of the things that I didn't particularly like about some of the older boats. They had a very small bimini. They have definitely corrected that on this boat. What you see here are 2 solar panels mounted above the bimini on the tower that can be used to continue to charge the batteries if you're running the stereo for up to 30% additional life, or it can be just used as a trickle charger to maintain your batteries. Note also the zipper access to lift up your tower-mounted nighttime running light. Stereo system in the boat. They've got a wet sounds bar. This is a prototype boat. That bar may change location, but right now I'm 6'1". I've been walking around the boat. I haven't hit my head. The polks are a little low, but because they're right over the captain seats, it's not a position where you typically end up having your head anyway. So it works out really well. Down below you also see they've got a subwoofer down below, and the amps are actually under the seat here. You'll see them on the sort of forward wall of this seat here, are amps. And in here you can see there's a sort of box built in. They may change that also a little bit. You've got dual batteries in here, and the ballast bag is behind that wall and back there. And again, here are the amps in here.
1,000 watts.
1,000 watts. Will be the people that everybody else gets annoyed by on the lake. This is the port side storage. You see there's a cooler in there and the ballast bag. New mirror comes included. It is attached to the windshield. Some might prefer attached to the tower, but we were talking about there's a possible way that if you really are diehard about getting it attached to the tower, this bimini, I'm yanking on it right now, I mean you can't even see it move. I think it's possible that you could be able to attach a mirror to the bimini as well, because the bimini is built in here on a steel frame. It is secure. The boat has upgraded touches throughout, like carbon fiber insert panels in the covings. And the seats are really heavy duty material. You'll be very surprised when you feel these seats. It's a major upgrade from the prior seats that some evil people might have referred to as paper tornadoes. Their boats were called that. This I wouldn't call that at all. These seats are really heavy duty. The only concern I had was that some parts of the seats were black, in particular the headrests, and they get kind of hot in the sun, especially down south. So that might be an issue. You may end up putting a towel over those to sit on them. But in general, I was very impressed by the interior improvements. Lift the cover in the bow. You'll find an ankle locker and a ladder separate from one another, so you don't have to have the ladder out of the way in order to get to the anchor. And also the running lights are on the lid, so those are out of the way too. You might have noticed earlier the Goosey Italia Sport steering wheel. Very nice touch. Now I'm forced to tell you one major drawback I found with the drive-by-wire system. Those of you who love doing sub-moves, and that would include me occasionally, will be aghast to hear that the drive-by-wire system limits RPMs in reverse to 4,000. As such, a sub-move may not be feasible on drive-by-wire boats. I didn't test this on their boat, for obvious reasons, but I feel compelled to remind you that these throttles really are amazing. When decelerating coming off a plane, there's no more big drop-offs in RPMs. It's just a really smooth reduction all the way down the curve. So I think you'll love it. I think the drawback of not being able to do a sub move will be far outweighed by these really amazing throttle control. So if you're looking for a 24-foot wake boat with 1,400 pounds of ballast, touchscreen controlled of course, drive-by-wire controls, huge bimini with solar panels and 1,000-watt stereo, all with upgraded seats and a beautiful color scheme, this is the boat for you. The boat comes in blue and black versions, and now I just have to figure out how to get my wife to let me buy one. Thank you for watching. Sorry about my amateur videotaping skills, but don't forget to check out jetboaters.net forums for lots more on this and other jet boats.